أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well and can everyone
Walaikum assalam.
and inshallah hope everyone can hear me loud and clearly. Right.
Yes, perfectly.
Right, now we are going to start. Let me just open the page. What I remembered, we finished lesson number 7 and we are going to start lesson number 8 today. Sister Zahra, is that correct? Sister Zahra, is that correct? I can't hear you, Sister Zahra. You're unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, different headphones. Yep, that's right, Sheikh. We're starting lesson 8, inshallah.
Apologies, I'll give you a call. I've just been so busy, so I didn't get a chance, but I'll give you a call tomorrow in the morning, sometime tomorrow morning, okay?
Don't worry, it's fine, it's not urgent.
Okay, let's start now. So Zahra, go ahead, let's read. Now, this lesson number 8 is going to talk about dual nouns. So we learned about hadihi and hadha, but we haven't learned how do you make the dual of hadha and hadihi, and also of nouns, how do you make dual for nouns as well. So this is what is going to be taught today. Now, if you can kindly read the points to remember, and then we'll start the lesson. Bismillah.
Hey, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In this lesson, we learn the following. Unlike English, Arabic has 3 numbers: singular, plural, and dual. Dual refers to 2, and more than 2 is plural. The dual form ends in ani, or ani, actually, ani.
Yep, that's right.
So, for example, Baytun is a house, and Baytani are 2 houses.
Excellent.
Yadun, a hand, Yadani, 2 hands. The dual of hadha is hadani, and of hadihi is hatani. Okay. For example, hatani sayyaratani. So these are 2 cars. Or hadani kitabani. These are 2 books. Okay. The dual of huwa and hiya is huma. So this feminine masculine is huma. Okay. Who are these 2 boys? Man hadanil waladani.
Excellent.
Okay. And then huma talibani jadidani. They are 2 new students. Huma.
Yeah, so huma is they both.
Talibani. Okay. Yep. And Ainal ukhatani, where are the 2 sisters? Huma fi al-ghurfati. Oh, huma fi al-ghurfati. They are in the room. So huma is for masculine and feminine for 2. Okay.
Yeah. So huma refers to masculine and feminine, and from the context you will understand whether it's referring to females or whether it's referring to males. And the other important thing you need to remember, it's hadha, which is masculine. The dual for masculine hadha is hadani, and the dual for the female hadihi is hatani.
Yep.
So sayyaratun is singular, sayyaratani is 2 cars, and cars are feminine. So that's the reason why we say hatani, sayyaratani, and hadani, kitabani.
Yep.
Yep. And then hadani, man hadani al waladan, and you see طالبان هما طالبان. They are two
New
students.
students.
Yeah. Now the word jadidani is an adjective for Talibani. Because Talibani is dual, so that's the reason why Talibani is dual and masculine, and it's indefinite without alif lam. So that's the reason why the adjective is coming indefinite, it's coming indefinite, it's coming masculine, and it's also coming dual as well.
Masculine, indefinite, and dual. Yep.
Indefinite, not definite.
Yep.
Indefinite.
Yeah. Indefinite. Yep.
So that's the ruling, right? Okay. Continue. أين الأختان هما في الغرفة. So from the context now you will understand أين الأختان, where are the two sisters? So huma here, you will understand the context, is not referring to the two boys, it's referring to the two sisters.
Yep.
Go ahead now, continue.
Okay. Kam, as in how many. Note that the noun following kam is singular and in the accusative case. The noun following kam is singular and in the okay. How many books? Kam kitaban. How many cars? Kam sayyaratan. Note that a noun with tanween in the accusative case takes an alif which is not pronounced. Kitabun, kitabin, kitaban.
Correct.
Yep. But a noun ending in the round ta does not take this alif. So sayyaratun, sayyaratin, and sayyaratan without the alif. Yeah.
Correct. Excellent. And the vocabulary?
As-subburatu, writing board.
Yep.
Al-riyalu, riyals. Al-hayyu, city district. Al-rak'atu, the rak'ahs part of salah.
Correct.
Al-ajalatu, wheel. Al-eidu, festival. As-sanatu, year. An-nafidatu, window.
Excellent. Brilliant. Right. I'm going to read this lesson. And then once I've gone through the lesson, I'm then going to ask two sisters to go through the lesson. Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ad-darsu thaminu, the 8th lesson. Al-mudarrisu. Kam akhan laka ya Muhammadu. Now, we haven't done come with yourself first. This is the first time the word come is being used. Now, come is a particle which is used in the Arabic language to count a object or anything itself. So kam akhan, and always the word which comes after kam, always the word which comes after kam, it comes singular and it comes mansub with a fatah tanween. So kam akhan, and when we translate it, akhan is the word akhan is singular. The word akhan is singular, but when we translate it in English, we will translate it in its plural form. So we will not say how many brother, we say how many brothers. How many brothers? Akhun is singular, ikhwatun is plural. But akhan, when it comes after kam, the singular comes in the meaning of plural. So kam akhan laka ya Muhammadu. How many brothers do you have, O Muhammad? So laka. So laka, la, it was originally li, but when it joins a pronoun, the kasra on the li changes to a fatha, becomes laka, for you. So kam akhan laka ya Muhammadu. How many brothers do you have? And if you want to say for me, Muhammad responds and replies, says li akhun wahidun. I have one brother. So li akhun wahidun, I have one brother. Now here akhun wahidun, so the word wahidun is an adjective for brother itself. I have one brother. Okay. Wa kam ukhtan laka, and how many sisters do you have? So the word ukht is sister, but it's coming with a fatha tanween because after kam. Then Muhammad says li ukhtani, I have two sisters. Al-mudarrisu. Kam ajalatan lid-darrajati ya Hamidu. How many wheels for your bicycle, O Muhammad? Laha, because it's referring back to the bicycle, which is feminine. Laha ajalatani. It has two wheels. Kam Eidan fi sanati ya Zakaria. How many Eids in a year, O Zakaria? Zakaria says, fi sanati, in the year, Eidani are two Eids. Huma, they are Eidul Fitri wa Eidul Adha. That's easy. I'm not going to explain that. Translate that. Al-Mudarrisu. Ya Ibrahim. O Ibrahim. Abuka tajirun kabirun. So here, remember, Sister Zainab Nadiri. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Now, you remember in lesson, alhamdulillah, well, now in lesson number, I think it was 9 or 10 in book 1, we did the word, we learned about abun and akhun.
Yeah.
We learned that, we said that whenever the word abun and akhun comes with a pronoun,
Mm-hmm.
we will need to add a waw between the two.
Uh-huh.
So that's the reason why we have added this waw. So abuka, your father. If it's my father, there is no ya. It's only abi and akhi. But apart from my brother or my father, whenever the word abun and akhun comes, there's always a waw inserted between the two.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So like Abu Abdullah, father of the servants of Allah, or Abu Muhammad, Abu Fatima, or so on. We say that in Arabic. And then Abuka, your father, Tajirun Kabirun. So the word Kabirun here is coming as an adjective for
Tajirun.
Yeah, Kabirun is coming an adjective for Tajirun. And that's the reason why it's following it the same thing in being indefinite without alif lam, masculine and singular, and with dhamma tanween.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Correct. Jazakallah. Kam sayyaratan indahu. How many cars does he have? Meaning Ibrahim. Ibrahim's father. Indahu sayyaratani kabiratani wa sayyaratani saghiratani. He has two big cars and two small cars. Then we say kam nafidatan fi ghurfatika ya Ismail. And Sister Zahra had already read in the point to remember, whenever a time marbuta comes in the accusative case, when it should get a fatha tanween, there is no alif. So that's the reason why it's only kam nafidatan. How many windows in your room, O Ismail? Fiha, because ghurfatun is feminine. So that's the reason why we say fiha, in it, referring back to the room. Nafidatani, there are two windows. And then we say liman. Sorry, where's it gone? Liman hadani ad-daftarani. For whom are these two notebooks? Huma, they are for me. Lima hatani al-mistaratani. Mistaratun is a ruler, and for whom are these two rulers? Huma li, they are for me. Right. I'm going to ask Sister Sister Zainab Nadiri, and also can I request Sister Bilqis.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Bismillah, Sister Bilqis, can you and Sister Zainab Nadiri, you become Mudarris, and Sister Bilqis will become Muhammad. Go ahead.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Al-Mudarrisu. Kam akhan laka ya Muhammad. How many brothers have you got, O Muhammad?
Li akhun wahidun. I have one brother.
Correct.
Wa kam ukhtan laka.
Li ukhtani. I have two sisters.
Can you translate Kam ukhtan laka? This is Zainab, please.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Okay.
Zainab, not yourself.
How many sisters have you got?
Yep.
So I answered Li ukhtani. I have two sisters.
Correct.
Kam ajalata lid darajati ya Hamidu. How many wheels are there on your bicycle, O Hamid?
Correct.
Laha ajalatani. There are two wheels.
Come Eidan fi sinati ya Zakaria. How many Eids are there in a year, O Zakaria?
في السنة عيدان هما عيد الفطر والعيد الأضحى.
Excellent.
In the year there are two Eids. There is Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha.
Ya Ibrahim, Abuka tajirun kabirun, kam sayyaratan indahu. O Ibrahim, your father is a great merchant. How many cars he has?
عنده سيارتان كبيرتان والسيارتان صغيرتان. There are two. He has two big cars and two small cars.
That's right. Okay. Kam nafizatan fi ghurfatika ya Ismail. How many windows are in your room, O Ismail?
فيها نافذتان. There are two windows.
Liman hazani daftarani. Whose are these two notebooks?
هما لي. They're for me.
Liman hatanil mistaratani. Whose are these two rulers?
هما لي. For me.
Excellent. Any questions on this?
Thank you.
No? Brilliant. That's really good. Brilliant.
Can I ask one question, Malana?
Yep.
On Eid al-Azha,
Yep.
there is no kasra. Eid al-Fitri, but Eid al-Azha has no kasra.
The reason why, because, yeah, that's a good question. The reason why, because there's a ya at the end. So alif, waw, and ya, these are the weak letters in the Arabic language. So whenever they come at the end, the harakat of the letter is hidden.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Sheikh, I have a question about pronunciation.
Yep.
You know, I've heard after noon sakin, when
Yep.
there's a lam or a ra, lots of times people kind of do idgham and lots of times they don't. So here where it says kam ajalatan liddarajati,
Yep.
should it be ajalatal liddara or just ajalatan?
Okay, now when it comes to the Quran reading, then you do these rulings. But when you read Arabic text, we don't apply this. Arabic text reading will become ajalatan lidarrajati. So idgham itself, it only applied to the Quran. And some people, like, ikhfa izhar. Some people, when they recite the du'as as well, they try to do the same thing. Read it from the nasal sound. Min. There's no need to do it. Like when you recite du'as, that is only applied for the Quran. So when you recite du'as, there's no idgham rulings applied and ikhfa rulings applied on Arabic text reading or du'as itself. It's only for the Quran.
Does that mean that during salah then, you shouldn't be doing idgham or an ikhfa? Only during the surahs you should do it?
No, in the ikhfa and izhar, which we do in namaz, it's in the qira'at. In the qira'at, we do that, yes. And the rest of it, there's nothing else. That is a word, a sentence itself of salah. So there is no ruling as such. Of course, the pronunciation have to be correct there, but there is no the other rulings of ikhfa, izhar on other words which are unique or specified to the namaz to be done on those things itself.
Okay, so like tashahud where it's abdahu, you don't need to do qalqala on the ba.
On abduhu, you have like ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna muhammadan abduhu. This is that is correct. On these things, abduhu wa rasul, the pronunciation has to be correct, but the rulings of Ikhfa is
No,
hard.
sorry. I mean like qalqala. So in Quran,
Yeah.
we would say abadahu, but here you don't need to do qalqala on the ba?
Yeah, on the ayn, yes, you have to do abd. Yeah, on there, that is correct.
The
But
ba, qalqala
yeah,
on the ba.
yeah, that's right. On there, you have to do the qalqala there. But the other thing, ikhfa is hard, is not applied to other text itself.
Okay, thank you.
But like the makharij, this is universal. Makharij of everything has to be correct itself.
Yep.
Okay.
Sheikh,
Yep.
you know liman hadani daftarani.
Mm-hmm.
So can I ask like that a question that to whom belongs these two notebooks?
For whom are these two notebooks? Yes.
To whom?
For whom? Not to, for whom?
For whom belongs these two notebooks?
Yeah, for when you say for whom, it implies possession. For whom are these two notebooks? Okay, liman means for whom.
For whom?
Yeah. Okay, so liman, for whom are these two notebooks?
Okay, thank you.
Right, Jazakallah. Now I'm going to ask sister. Let's ask sister. Who am I going to ask? Sister Parveen Razai and Sister Munira to come on the mic. Sister Munira and Sister Parveen Razai. Sister Parveen Razai and Sister Munira Parma.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. Alaikum assalam. Sister Parveen Razai, I want you to ask the questions in Arabic and Sister Munira will respond to you. So the question says, answer the following questions using the dual. So kam qalaman. So when Sister Munira answers, she will say, I have 2 pens. Go ahead, Sister Parveen Razai.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kam qalaman indak. How many pens
Yeah, how many pens do you have?
do you have?
Sister Munira?
Indi qalamani.
Indi kalamani, correct. Next
I
one.
have 2 pens.
Ahsanti. Sister Parveen Razai, go ahead.
Kam kitaban indak. How many books do you have?
Yes.
Kitaban.
Indi kitabani. I have 2 books.
Correct. Next one.
Kam suratun fi faslikum. I don't know.
Saburatan. Kam saburatan.
Kam saburatan fi faslikum. I don't know about
Sabura
saburatan.
means a blackboard. How many blackboards?
How many blackboards do you have?
Yes, in your classroom. Fi faslikum, in your classroom.
In your classroom.
In the ha.
No. You will say fi faslina. So kum will be fi faslina in our classroom.
Fi faslina. In the who.
No. There's no need to say in the who. When you say fi faslina in our classroom.
Saburatani.
Correct.
Okay, so I don't use here in the who.
No, if the question has in the who, then you can use it. But here is as kam sabura fi faslikum. So when you say fi faslina, it already indicates context. In our classroom are, meaning that it has itself. It gives
so if I say indana saburatani,
it's
fi
correct.
faslina.
Ahsanti, that is correct. So if you say indana, or we have indana fi faslina, saburatani is correct. That's correct.
Kam riyalan indaki alan ya Layla. How many real do you have now, O Layla?
So here you have to use indi for Munira.
Okay. Indi riyalani alaan.
Correct.
Kam ukhtan laka ya Aliyun. Ya Aliyu. How many brother do you have, O Ali?
So you say for me. How do you say for me?
Is it brother or sister?
It's sisters.
Okay. So it is kam ukhtan. How many sisters do you have, O Ali? Li ukhtani.
Li ukhtani. Ahsanti. Thank you. Now I'm going to choose now Sister Batul Andani. Sister Batul Andani.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So you're going to ask, so Batul Andani and Sister Zahra Rizvi. Sister Zahra Rizvi, ask the questions.
Okay.
And Sister Batul Andani will reply to you. Go ahead, from number 6.
كم عمًا لك يا آمنة? How many
Uncles.
All right. How many uncles do you have, O Amina?
Li Amani, I have 2 uncles.
Li Amani, correct.
كم صديقًا لك يا محمد? How many friends do you have, O Muhammad?
Li Sadikani, I have 2 friends.
Correct.
كم طالبًا جديدًا في فصلكم? How many new students are there in your classroom?
Correct.
In your class.
في فصلنا طالبان جديدان.
Excellent.
In our class, there are 2 new students.
Excellent.
كم مسجدًا في قريتك يا زكريا? How many mosques are there in your area?
Qaryatun is village, in your village.
In your village. O Zakaria.
في قرية
Fi
مسجدان في قريتي مسجدان.
Correct.
In my village, there are 2 masjids.
Correct.
كم فندقًا في هذا الشارع? How many hotels are there on this street?
في هذا الطريق فندقان.
Excellent. في هذا الشارع فندقاني. Ahsanti. Very good. Sister Batul, have you wrote these answers down? Have you done this exercise already?
No, I'm I'm trying my best.
No, mashallah, it's really good. Mashallah, really good. Ahsanti.
في هذا الطريق فندقان.
No. في هذا الشارع. There's word shari'i means street. In this street.
So on the street there are 2 hotels.
No, yeah, fundukani, correct.
Yeah.
كم أخًا لك يا سعاد? How many brothers do you have, Suad?
لي أخواني. I have 2 brothers.
Correct. Excellent. Now let's move on forward. Sister Zahra, I want you to read 3 of these, and then Sister Zainul Nadari will read the next 3. Go ahead.
خالد له ابنان وبنتان. Khalid has 2 sons and 2 daughters.
Correct.
في هذا البيت غرفتان كبيرتان. In our house we have 2 big rooms.
Excellent.
فاطمة لها طفلان صغيران. Fatima has 2 young children.
Correct. Sister Nadri.
Yes. لي عينان وأذنان ويدان ورجلان. I have 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 hands, and 2 legs.
Correct.
في هذا الحي مدرستان. I forgot.
District or area.
Okay, in this area there are 2 madrasas. Salatul Fajri rak'atani. There are 2 rakas in Salatul Fajr.
Excellent. Sister Parveen Naqvi. 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Assalamu alaikum. Al-Bayti Miftahani.
Lil Bayti,
sorry. Lil Bayti Miftahani. My house has 2 windows.
No. Lil Bayti means for the house.
Okay, sorry. Lil Bayti Miftahani. In the house there are 2 windows.
No, Lil Bayti means for the house are 2 key. Miftahani means 2 keys. Miftahun means a key.
Everything is wrong.
Yeah. So Lil Bayti for the house are
For the
two
house
keys.
are two keys.
Correct.
Miftahani keys. Okay. Liman hatanil bakaratani. Liman hatani.
For whom are these two cows?
For whom are these two cows? Huma lil fallahi. They are for the farmer.
Correct.
Hazani tabibani min Inglaterra.
Correct.
Are these two doctors from England?
Are
La,
no. Are these two doctors, not daughters, doctors?
no, doctors.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Doctors.
You said daughters.
Tabibani. No, Tabibani are doctors.
Yeah, yeah.
Are these two doctors from England? La, no. Huma min Faransa. They are from France.
Excellent.
Fi kariyati masjidani saghirani. In this area.
No, Qaryati, in my village.
Okay. In my village, there are two small mosques.
Excellent. Excellent. Sister Bilqis, can you come on the mic?
Yes, yes.
I want you to do next exercise. 1, 2, 3. So fill in the blanks with the suitable words, vocalizing them with the correct ending. So let's read. So you need. So this is the example. Kam laka, kam qalaman indaka, kam sayyaratan fil jami'ati. So something for you. Go ahead. Put a word in there which will be suitable. And so remember, let me teach you something. Let me remind you two things. The word kam ukhtan laka, whenever la comes with a pronoun, this indicates possession, relationship. So how many brothers you have, how many sisters you have, you say kam ukhtan laka. And when it's objects, it's indaka. Okay. So when it's using laka here, you need to put a word, a relationship. How many brothers or how many sisters? When it's indaka, it's for objects.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And the other point you need to remember, laka are those things which are non-separable. Brothers and sisters are non-separable. But house, pen, keys are something which are separate from a person itself. So that's the reason why you use indaka. Go ahead.
Right.
Can I help you?
Yeah, my mind's just gone blank. Come.
How many houses do you have? Sorry, I'll give you an example. How many houses do you have? Say that in Arabic.
Come baytun.
No.
Indaka baytu.
Look at the ruling. Kam ukhtan. Whenever a noun comes after kam, it should come with a fatha tanween. So kam bay.
Baytun.
Fatha tanween.
Oh.
Baytan. Kam baytan.
Oh yes, baytan.
Repeat it again. Kam baytan.
Yeah, kam baytan indaka.
What does it translate?
So how many houses do you have?
Next one. How many sisters, how many brothers do you have?
Kam akhu.
Akhan.
Akhan, yes. Kam akhan laka. How many brothers do you have? Yeah.
And how do you say how many fathers do you have? Sorry, that's rude. That's rude. So how many uncles do you have?
Kam amman.
Ahsanti. Kam amman laka. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the next bit is come something fi the sharia.
I want you to say how many masjids are in this street.
Come masjidan fi the sharia. Shari'i, yeah.
Ahsanti. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, bit difficult.
Not difficult. Practice, inshallah, we'll do it fine. Next person, sisters, Sister Batul Andani.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay, say something. Come fi qariyat, in your village.
Come madrasat.
Come madrasatan في
كم
قريتك.
مدرسة في قريتك? How
Excellent.
many schools
Yep.
are in your village?
Excellent. كم مدرسة في قريتك. Correct. Now في فصلكم, in your classroom.
كم صبورة صبورة في فصلكم.
Excellent. What's the translation?
How many boards are in your classroom?
Correct. Next one.
كم إذن في سناتي.
Excellent. Next one, it will be
how many Eids are there in the year?
in the year. Correct. Yep. Sister Munira.
Okay.
Sister Munira, can you come on the mic? Jazakallah, sister. That was really good.
Thank you.
Yes, Sheikh.
7, 8, and then the next exercise as well. Go ahead.
7.
How many للدراجة is for the bicycle?
للدراجة. كم how many for the bicycle? كم عجلة?
أحسنتي. كم عجلة.
كم عجلة للدراجة? How many wheels are for the bicycle?
Excellent. Number 8.
كم غرفتك in your room?
So
كم كرسيا في غرفتك? How many chairs are in your room?
Oh, how do you say how many beds in your room?
كم سريرا في غرفتك? How many beds are in your room?
Excellent. And how would you say how many doors?
كم بابا في غرفتك?
Excellent.
How many doors are in your room?
Excellent. So I want you to do the next exercise 1, 2, and 3, and then I'll get someone else on the mic. Change the subject. Where is it gone? So change the subject in the following sentences is dual. So the subject means that the word hadha. So example, hadha kitabun. This is a book. It will become hadhani kitabani. So the dual is hadha becomes hadhani kitabani. These are 2 books. Next one.
هذا قلم. هذان قلمان. This is a pen. These are 2 pens.
Excellent.
هذه مسطرة. هاتان مسطرتان.
Excellent.
This is a ruler. These are 2 rulers. هذا طالب. هذان طالبان. This is a student. These are 2 students.
Excellent. Excellent. Really good. Sister Parveen Razai, 4, 5, and 6.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هذه طالبة. هذه طالبات.
No. So the plural of the dual of hadhihi is this one here. Hatani. So hadhihi is singular. Dual is hatani. So you have to say here hatani.
هذه طالبة. هاتان طالبات.
No, talibatani. Alif
طالبتان. هاتان طالبتان. هذا الرجل المدرس.
هذا الرجل مدرس.
هذا الرجل مدرسان.
No. So هذا الرجل مدرس. This man is a teacher.
This man is a teacher.
And the dual of هذا is
هذاني.
هذاني. So هذاني الرجلان.
هذاني الرجلان مدرسان.
Excellent. You got it now. Next one.
هذا طالب من الهند. And this students from من الهندان
الطالبان من الهند.
الطالبان من الهند
هاتان الطالبان من الهند. Correct. And next one, Zainab Nadri. Can you do 7, 8, 9, and 10? Ahsanti, Praveen Hazai.
Thank you, Sheikh.
Sister Zainab Nadri. Sister Zainab Nadri. Okay, she signed out. Then I'll ask Sister Zahra Rizvi.
Yeah. هذه number 7, yeah. هذه الساعة من اليابان. هاتان الساعتان من اليابان.
Correct.
هذه السيارة للمدير. هذان السيارتان هاتان السيارتان للمدير.
Correct.
لمن هذا المفتاح؟ لمن هذان المفتاحان؟
Correct. لمن هذان المفتاحان. Correct.
لمن هذه الملعقة؟ لمن هاتان الملعقتان؟
ملعقتان. Correct.
What's ملعقتان?
Mil'aqatun is, something which clings on to something.
Okay.
So the word ala, the word in Urdu.
Oh, clot. Alaq.
Alaq. No. Alaka. Alaka. Mu'allaq. The word mu'allaq is sometimes used in Urdu. Mu'allaq means attached. Okay. Now mil'aqatun is a thing where you attach things. So the thing which we use for eating food is called a spoon now, because you're attaching the food onto it. So that's the reason why they call it mil'aqatun, a spoon.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
So alaka means to attach. Mil'aqatun, the tool of attaching, which is called a spoon.
Okay.
There is a picture of a spoon also.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sister Afridi, can you do the next exercise?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Can you do the next exercise?
Okay. Read and write the following nouns with the correct ending. Kalbani, Maktabani,
Translate as well.
Khamisan.
Translate. Kalbani means 2 dogs.
Maktabani, 2 desks.
Yeah.
Khamisani, 2 shirts. Akhawani, 2 brothers.
Yeah.
Mindilani, 2 handkerchiefs.
Correct.
Mistaratani, 2 rulers.
Correct.
Ukhtani, 2 sisters.
Correct.
Imratani, 2 females.
Correct. Ahsanti. Excellent. Can I request who is going to be next? It's always difficult. Sister Munira, can you do the first line and make it into plural, into dual? Write the dual of the following words.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sayyaratun, sayyaratani. 2 cars. Twabibatun, twabibatani. 2 lady doctors. Waladun, waladani.
Excellent.
2 boys.
2 boys. Ahsanti. Sister Bilqis, next one.
Lughatun, lughatani, 2 languages.
Yep.
Sadiqun, sadiqani.
Correct.
2
Friends.
truthful, 2
friends. Yeah.
Tajirun, tajirani.
Excellent.
2 merchants.
Thank you. Sister Parveen Razai, next one.
ملحقة ملحقتان.
Excellent.
مدرس مدرسان.
Correct.
باب بابان.
Excellent. Sister Parveen Naqvi, last one. Last sentence.
Ismun, ismani, name, 2 names. Haza, hazani.
Nope. Nope. So what is the actual dual for hadha? Hadani.
Haza, hazani.
Correct.
And hazihi, hatani.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, I want you to also do the new vocab. Al-kalimatu al-jadidatu, new words. I want you to read them.
Kam means how many? How many?
Yep.
Right? Al-Eidu, the Eid.
Yep.
Al-Ajalatu, the tire.
Yep.
Ajalatun, plural of tires.
Yep.
Al-Hayyi.
Al-Hayy means district, area.
Al-Hayyi, the district. Ahyaun, plural of district.
Correct.
It can be plural of life also. Al-Riyalu, the currency. Riyalatun, real, plural of real. Al-Rakatu, the raka of namaz. Rakatun, two, like plural of rakats. Al-Mistaratu, the ruler. Masateru, the plural of ruler.
Excellent. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. That was an easy lesson, yes?
Yes, now it is easy.
Right. I'm not going to do lesson number 9 today because a few students are absent, and also I will plan next week, inshallah, do lesson number 9 and lesson number 10 together, inshallah, okay? So I'm going to plan next week lesson 9 and 10 together. Any questions for anyone, inshallah? Any questions? No?
What will be the homework?
Homework is just write the lesson out in Arabic and translate the lesson and fill in the exercises, do the exercises as well. So that's the homework, inshallah, okay? So thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلوات عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وأين حتى تسكنه أرضك أو تمتعه فيها طويلا واجعلنا من أنصاره وشيتك وجندك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. Jazakallah, thank you ever so much. Lessons are getting easier now. So all the tough lessons have been done up to lesson number 5 are tough. After that, it all becomes easy. Lesson 9 and 10 is about numbers. And lesson number 11, it's the continuation again. It's not that difficult. Lesson 12, again, it's easy. And that's the finish of the book. And even lesson 13.
Hafiz.
Hafiz, inshallah.